of good stuff up there. A lot of UFOs up around there, supposed to be somewhere up in the the mountains there. Hello, I was wondering about a cure for cold sores on the mouth. Stop kissing. No. That, these are little cold sores, herpes sores, that's always involved in an acid condition. And when you're detoxifying, they could come out on you. Herpes can come out with a vengeance when you're detoxifying, but just like hemorrhoids, they'll go away and clean those virals right out. The other thing to this is that this will happen to me if I'm eating pineapple or too much of a fruit that has never been ripe on the plant. When we pick a fruit unripe, it is definitely more acidic than it would be in a ripening stage, because that's your sugar alkaline stage. So I have to be careful with that. So if you're eating too many acidic fruits, get away from those, honey, and that might be a good thing. I know it's from it's just, herpes is just all virals deal with acids and proteins, because that's what a virus is a protein. It's not like a bacterium. So they're just different forms of proteins. And proteins, like everything else, is magnetically guided. And so everything is magnetically guided. And of course, there's a consciousness behind magnetic guidance. And you can, tear that apart spiritually. We've done that before, but acid environments create these adhesions with these proteins, and that's what I'm saying. When you have an HIV virus, you have a Hep C virus. It's one thing to have a virus in the body. It's another thing to have adhesion, where you have the experience of AIDS or liver deterioration, or like sores in the mouth or in the gonadal areas. Anyway, I want them gone. Keep detoxing, Seattle Light Warrior. Bale Warrior, get those virals, those proteins. Oh, but don't we love proteins? Get those proteins out of that body. And that's good. I like that attitude. I want them gone. Another thing is, being in Seattle, the crowds like to block the sun often. Yeah, I know. Keep working with that. Get more depressed. I get depressed too. Let me tell you, the sun's not out there. And I tell you, when you see people that don't get sun, don't you see depression? Don't you see anxiety? Don't you see Alzheimer's, dementia? Absolutely. See it all the time. So get out in the sun wherever you can. Or move to Costa Rica. Oh, I gotta give up now. I'm just wondering if I can reprogram your DNA. Absolutely. Everything has its etheric body to it. Everything. And, everything is just frequencies of magnetics. And that's just states of consciousness. So, hard to explain. I tried to do that on there's a video up in the front line somewhere where I talked about creation and magnetics and how that all works, and you might want to review that one. But you can awaken the dead. That's the neat thing about this level of health and vitality, of energy, of magnetics, of it's all the same. We could say chemistry over here, we could say frequencies of electromagnetic energy over here, or we could say states of consciousness over here. Depends your viewpoint. It's all same stuff. And so you can change, build, reprogram. So what we've seen. That's just what we've seen. We've seen everybody that's attuned to what we're doing looks at their genetic lesions in their eyes and looks for healing lines and watching these areas disappear. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to complete all your questions, but I will continue to try to do that. I'll have to ask Chris. He's back to the old format. I'll have to ask him what that is. You guys see things I don't. I'm stuck in this little room with no window and a hole in the wall. So thanks, sweet 00976. I think humility and respectfulness and everything else is proper when you're happy in the arms of God. Then you understand that we're all one, and that there's no reason that I should feel better than someone else or greater or anything like that. I think that's ridiculous. I think we have to realize that we're all God experiencing life. How could I be greater than another God? We're all God experiencing down here. How do you think God can experience itself in multitudes of individualities? How could an infinite being become finite? It can't. Only through the illusion of individuality. And when you're in individuality, it feels real. But when you're in consciousness, others see this is a dream. You know, the closer to God you get, the more dreamy this world is, the less real it is. This world is only real to the level of attention you put on it. It's like in your life anywhere. Anything in your life becomes real by the degree of your attention, or the opposite. You can eliminate things in your life by withdrawing your attention. Nothing wrong with saying, you know what, I'm tired of looking at this, I'm going to look over here for a while. And then when you realize that, and this is the same with out-of-body travel, is that, you know, you can look over here, you can travel over here, you can go over here, but who's the traveler? That's the key. Who are you? Not who's your bodies and health and all this. Who are you and where did you come from? And I mean, there's just so much to that glory and stuff. So you all have a beautiful day. And I thank you so much over and over again for viewing this video and wrapping yourself around this. You guys are great. I love the team. We make a good team. You guys keep healing because we need all of you out there being the lights to this world. And it's also plugging yourself into the infinite too. Realize as giving you receive. I will say that is a true statement. As you give forth, God will power it to you. And that's just a perfect way to end the day. So have fun today. My son's woman is about to give birth today. So we'll see another little soul coming on the planet. All righty. Bye-bye. Before I end this, I remember this one. I have my left tonsil that is swollen and hurts to swallow. I just had a baby a month ago and had to add some sprouted bread and sweet potatoes because I am nursing and the fruits, especially bananas, are making her very gassy. I can see that. My question is, should I be worried about my tonsils? This is Tina. Well, I think you should eat a good raw diet while nursing, of course. Add some coconut milk in there. But be careful with that. Coconut with the meat ground. But stay high fruits and vegetables. You've got to make that milk nutritious. Unfortunately, it could start detoxifying your baby as well. Because it will. You know, even if you're on the herbs, it'll detoxify your baby. If the baby's getting some gas from that, that's interesting to me. We'll have to watch that and see if there's not a pancreatic problem or something. But you still want to get that swollen tonsil dealt with. So just stay raw, and it should go down. If not, then take a kidney formula. There's certain herbs you can take while you're breastfeeding. Is, you know, it's going to reach to the baby, but it'll only help the baby. Any adrenal gland and kidney formula would be advisable while nursing, especially if you have a swollen tonsil or tonsillitis. I think I would go that way. Here's girl gone vegan. Stomach detox symptoms are brutal. Oh wow, eating melons and fruit. What's going on there, girl gone vegan? You know, with your stomach there. You can slow it down. Eat small meals more often would be good. Super chew. Maybe take a marshmallow tea, slippery elm tea, Hill tea, something like that to soothe the stomach if you're having stomach problems. Because the fruits and berries and melons, one thing you guys are finding, they're aggressive. People think vegetables? No, your fruits, berries, and melons are very aggressive on the body. That's why they're the greatest foods on the planet. So yeah, they can create some stomach things if you have a weakness in there. Not if you don't have a weakness. So use some teas maybe to help with that, sweetheart, and you should be good. Okay. This is a question from Andre about grape fasting, but I have a concern. The shell of grapes give me diarrhea. Wow. After this, I feel relief. What would you suggest? Do I have to super chew it? Well, you could, but it's interesting how when it's purging you and cleaning you, you find relief. So I'd get up on a stomach and bowel formula and clean out your bowels a little bit in that respect. Probably do the same thing with you, Girl Gone Biggin. And really go into that. And yeah, you could super chew and see if that helps you with that. Interesting that your body feels the need to purge itself, so you know you've got some toxicity going on in there. And I would go ahead, like I said, and use the stomach and bowel formula. It'll help you with that, and start cleaning that up with the herbs, and then you'll get past that, because when foods purge you, you need it. That's all I got to say, because it doesn't purge everybody. And some people really are sensitive. Pancreatic, hepatic, which is liver, have problems with that. This is a question, what do you feed your dog? I feed my dog living foods. Not raw meat per se, but lightly cooked meat we do. And as much vegetables as possible. Our dog is extremely finicky. He's a little Shih Tzu, and he's got a mind of his own, and he just, he's finicky. It's just hard to get him to eat anything. He's more of a carnivore than he is an omnivore. Stout little sucker. But we try to give him as much vegetables. I do give him some whole grain rice at times and beans, because he's a protein freak, unfortunately, and proteins don't do well with the bowels at all. So it's just trying to get this dog. We have a lot of natural dog foods, all that we've tried with him. Everything under the sun, even Chef Michael's stuff. We've tried everything, and once in a while I eat them, but he won't eat bones. He's just a funny dog. I have to. I've got a 10 o'clock and I'm going way over, so I just wanted to... This is from Latin lady, Tina. Please, this is for anyone to reply. I just noticed pus in the back of my throat, and I did squeeze some out, and I have been gargling with salt water. I just took a round of antibiotics for an abscessed tooth, but finished now. Tina! Can I take probiotics to replace the bacteria, and can I do a great... Because probiotics is only the bifidus group and maybe some lactobacillus. What the hell is that group? No. And can I do a short grape fast while breastfeeding? I probably wouldn't. But this is your lymph system, and sweetheart, you just got to keep, when you're breastfeeding, you got to kind of balance that out with a good hearty salads and fruits, and I mean we're still regenerating genetics. So yeah, but antibiotics for a the problem with this, Tina, is that the lymph, the acid infection, if I could use that word, is still in you. All they did was kill the bacteria that let you know that it was there. So you killed the feeding frenzy, which it's okay to slow it down. You could use herbal antibiotics, would be safer, and it won't kill systemic bacteria like antibiotics do. But